Have you ever felt like you're drowning in problems, like every corner you turn, there's another wall to climb? It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to think that life is just a series of complicated messes with no easy way out. But what if I told you that for every problem, no matter how big or small, there's a simple solution waiting to be found? Let me share a story with you. Once, there was a brilliant engineer who was called to fix a massive, complex machine at a huge factory. This machine was the heart of the entire operation, and it had completely broken down. The company had already brought in countless experts, but no one could figure out what was wrong. Production was halted, and they were losing millions of dollars each day. The engineer arrived, carrying only a small bag of tools. For a full day, she didn't touch a thing. She just walked around the gigantic machine, observing it, listening to its silence, and occasionally tapping on different parts with a small hammer. The factory owners watched her, growing more and more anxious. "Is she ever going to do anything?" they whispered among themselves. After hours of careful observation, she stopped at one specific spot. She pulled a piece of chalk from her pocket and drew a small X on a tiny component. "This is where the problem is," she said calmly. The factory's own mechanics, skeptical but desperate, opened up the part she had marked. Inside, they found a tiny, hairline crack in a single valve. It was almost invisible to the naked eye. They replaced the small valve, which cost just a few dollars, and flicked the switch. With a mighty roar, the entire machine sputtered back to life, running perfectly. The factory was saved. A few days later, the engineer sent an invoice for $50,000. The factory owner was shocked. He demanded an itemized bill. $50,000 for just drawing an X with a piece of chalk. He fumed. The engineer sent back a new invoice. It read, "For drawing an X on the machine, $1. For knowing exactly where to draw the X, $49,999. This story isn't just about a smart engineer. It's a powerful metaphor for our own lives. We often see our problems as giant, complex machines that are impossible to fix. We get lost in the noise, the stress, and the sheer scale of it all. We try a million different things, hoping something will stick, but we just end up more exhausted and frustrated than before. But the solution is rarely as complicated as we think. The key isn't to work harder, it's to find the right X. It's about stepping back, quieting the noise, and gaining clarity. It's about understanding the root of the issue, not just fighting the symptoms. Think about a problem you're facing right now. Is it a strained relationship, a career that feels stuck? A personal goal that seems out of reach? Instead of panicking and trying to fix everything at once, take a breath. Be like the engineer. Observe. Listen to your gut. What is the one small thing, the tiny valve, that's causing the breakdown? Maybe it's a difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Maybe it's a limiting belief you hold about yourself. Maybe it's just one small daily habit that you need to change. Often, the most profound changes come from the simplest actions. That $1 X can be the catalyst that fixes the $50,000 problem. The real value isn't in the action itself, but in the wisdom and courage to know what action to take. It's about finding that single point of leverage that can move the whole mountain. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by a problem, remember the engineer. Don't get lost in the complexity. Take a step back, find your piece of chalk, and look for the simple X, because every problem has a solution, and most of the time, it's simpler than you think. Thanks so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you navigate life's challenges. See you in the next video.